got to be driving you nuts to see the guys lose these leads like this in the fourth quarter.
You know, I don't know what the lead was in the fourth quarter, but it started in the third. You had a chance to blow it away. You know, the importance of the ball. You know, we have 21 turnovers again. And we just throw the ball all over the place. With no, you know, we gotta get stronger, more aggressive with the ball. You know, and then defensively, once you start letting guys go, then you're in trouble. Middleton got going there, let Michael Carter-Williams go wherever he wanted. And, you know, then you're in for a battle. You know, when a team's down most of the game on the road and, you know, you let them back in there and, you know, you hit the fourth quarter, then we made a couple good plays to kick it to 8, I think, there after the flagrant foul, but then couldn't stop it. And, you know, so, you know, it's a tough one for me. You know, 'cause I just didn't think all night, you know, that the starters I didn't think were as active as they usually are. You know, the bench, you know, the bench in the first half got us back in the game, and you know, they had the energy tonight, the bench guys. So we got to get everybody playing at the same time, and you know, it's the only way you're going to get out of it is to keep battling and you know, play every play like it's the last play. You know, it's a tough game as it is. You know, these guys who get going, they're going to make shots. But at the end, you want them thinking about you so much that the shot becomes more difficult. That's it.
No excuses, obviously, but is the amount of games you played recently, do you think tired you out at all?
No, I wouldn't think so. They had all yesterday off, so that shouldn't have effect.
Jeff, you talked about the turnover, the 2 key turnovers at the very end. One was the last play, the inbound pass that Eric lost it. What was that play, the one that Eric lost?
Well, you know, I think he was looking at Mirza. Mirza might have popped out a little too far. I think Eric threw it to probably where he would have been able to catch it to shoot it. So when he popped out, it was, you know, he was way out there. But at that point, you know, in 5 seconds, you need to get a 3 off it and hope you make it. And then you know, then you got to foul and hope, you know, then you have no time. So, you know, at that point, it's probably a done deal. But
What
you know,
about the play before?
play before that, we were supposed to have a high pick and roll, and then into the pick on Brandon. We went right into the pick on Brandon, and then, you know, that didn't set anything up. They were able to help, and you know, if you come off the pick first, then you drive that guy with you, and then Brandon, you know, can come over. Brandon just had made a couple shots, so we wanted to get him curling off there and catching the ball and attacking there. And if, you know, the guys pulled in, then he was going to kick it out for 3s to somebody. But you know, we didn't see the first one, so they never really jumped out and couldn't set a good screen there.
Is there any trend to these turnovers, and is there any way to kind of attack that and fix that in any way?
Well, again, you know, we have to do some of that at practice, which we haven't had a lot of. So, you know, we just gotta work on it.
Something like 15 fast break points for Milwaukee in the first half. Is that something you've been seeing consistently as far as the transition defense goes, or was that just an early bad start?
Well, you know, it's transition. You got to sprint back, but a lot of times it's off the turnover. So, you know, that makes it tough. You know, and that's when you got to be determined if you know, you might be at the free throw line extended, and if there's a turnover, you know, you got to sprint. If you want it bad enough, you'll sprint. And they got too many easy ones there in the first half that way.
When the lead, you mentioned this earlier, but when the lead was up to, you know, 14-15 in the third quarter, and then getting it down to 1 by the end of the third quarter on just a whole bunch of long twos, you know, and bad jump shots. You know, what were you telling the team in the timeouts? Because you called a couple of them there.
Well, you know, you're trying to attack and trying to execute. You know, it's probably too much dribbling at that point. You know, at times, you know, again, I thought that second group did a great job of just moving the ball, moving their bodies, moving the ball, cutting. You know, and then, again, a stretch where we didn't move the ball, and then it's difficult. They're long, you know, you can't stand against that team. You know, they're, even without Giannis in there, they still have very long guys, and you know, you gotta be able to move your bodies and make them create some space so that they can't use their long arms on you.
Doug,